Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo from Made in Heaven for You Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you again for all the subscribers and people that are sharing my videos. I appreciate it. And if you want to even look back on the ones we started here in August when we first began, you never know, they might resonate with you even today. I'm doing this reading for the first day of Scorpio, October 23rd, 2015. The sun entered Scorpio today, so this is the solar return for Scorpio. Happy birthday, all the Scorpions out there. And this goes through November 22nd of 2015 before the sun moves into the next sign. So we know that Scorpio is about life, death, birth, regeneration, growth, other people's money. It's about sex and the reproductive organs of the body. So this month we should look for transformation. Out with the old, in with the new. Life, death, rebirth, in whatever aspect of our life that we're looking for it. So I'm doing a modified Celtic cross. I'm not doing the pillar up the side, which when I do a full reading goes out about 9 months. So we're starting, I'm going to look in the behind position. We have the Justice card. And this is a major arcana. It's one of the big secrets in life. And we know that justice is Libra in astrology. And today we entered Scorpio. We just left the sun in Libra. So it's apropos that it's in the past. And for me, this is the immediate past 3 weeks to 3 months, so it falls into the time frame. So let's look at it for in the past situation. It's 11, 10, 1, 11. 11 is a master number. It's a number of intuition. And if any of you are into all of these new metaphysical movies, you know what the number 11, 11, 11 popping up is too. So it's this awakening, but we are aware. Now, this is the card of karma, yes. But since we're going to look at this with Libra, and this is in the past, let's look at the seeds that we planted on that new moon. Okay, how about that? Let's look at the things that we planted. So each of you know what it was that you were looking to manifest into your life before the full moon that comes the 27th of October in Taurus, which Taurus is all about what do I have? What can I get? The material. Taurus knows how to get everything in this world when it's about money and material things. And Taurus is the opposite of Scorpio in astrology and in the zodiac. So here we have with justice here. What were we trying to bring into balance in our life? What were we trying to manifest and bring balance and harmony into our life? Was it our finances? Increasing them? Developing them better? Finding a better way to utilize them? Was it our health? Trying to balance our health? Were we trying to balance our career and family life? Were we trying to balance our social life with our work life? Were we trying to balance our spirituality and harmonizing with the universe? Were we trying to balance our relationship with another? Whether it was in a love sense. So all the things that you planted the seeds for in the past, this is what we're talking about now. Things that you intuitively and instinctively was honing in on. You will find, because she's blindfolded, remember we talked about that. She follows her logical and intellectual mind without emotions. Justice. She trusts her instincts. She's taken all the steps, okay, to get to where she is. So she takes credibility for every step she took, which led you to here. Remember, it's hard for you to understand this because you don't want to accept it, but every step you take in your life, everything you do, is what brings everything into your life. So everything that you have done, that you've walked every step before you, has led you to where you are. The good, the bad, the ugly of it. You need to own that and say, what is it that I did in my life that brought me to where I am now? Okay, so that's gone, let it go, let's bring something forward. So that's that karmic energy, okay? So we'll say, okay, that's behind us. These are the things that we were planting the seeds for in that time frame of the new moon till this moon, that we were trying to harmonize and balance in our life, that we were trying to intellectually and clearly balancing our mind and make rational decisions, comparing our thoughts, and our needs against the good, making clear judgments and decisions, paying careful attention to everything. We talked about in the last week's reading, too, to cross your T's and dot your I's. Make sure that you were really paying attention to the details. Double check everything. Don't minimalize anything. Be careful how you're thinking. Be careful what you're saying. Be careful how you're feeling, because that energy is backing up everything that you're doing, and the universe is going to reverberate that back to us. So, hopefully we were using a logical and rational and intellectual mind when we were doing these things, and when we were thinking of these things that we wanted, without getting emotional or overly involved in it, because in that Libran energy, it is about that compromising and that balancing with others. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one. That you have to tip those scales sometimes. It's truly that karmic card. Hopefully, if anyone had any legal matters, those are behind you now. And let's look at the outcome. Because even in last week's reading, when we had that Nine of Wands, we talked about being weary from the battle and how much of an adversary, or an opponent could we be if we didn't strengthen ourselves. So, in the end, what was won, what was lost with that? If it was a legal matter or a relationship or something with work, that you had this conflict, challenge, compromise, competition, whatever it was, and the outcome here was, did you win? Okay, so did the other person maybe win the battle and you won the war, or did you win in this situation? Because a lot of times you have to think about, because this is not tying into emotional, when you look at this with justice, it's more important to be happy. And in the end, with the outcome, hopefully it was a harmonious thing, balancing. You didn't maybe get everything you wanted, but they didn't get everything they wanted either. It came to a compromise, a mediation, so that in the end, it's not about being right. It's about being happy with the results, with the outcome. So hopefully this is what happened for us in the past situation that we were dealing with. And I go out about 3 months on this type of reading. So in the last 3 months, whatever you were working on, let's hope that now that it's ended, that maybe you didn't get everything you wanted, but you got what you needed. And if you think about the steps you took to get to the end result that you just culminated, own it, take responsibility. What did I do? What didn't I do that could have changed the outcome? And let it go. Learning a lesson learned. Now, here in the matter that we're talking about, we got the Nine of Wands again. Last week we had the Nine of Wands. And we talked about this Soldier of Fortune. Now, this is Mars in Aries. The moon is Sagittarius. I'm sorry, the Mars in Aries was right over the card last week. So the moon is Sagittarius. We're talking about emotions tying into, so we have the water energy, and we have the fire energy of the wands. So you have your emotions, and you have your passion, inspirational drive, your creative forces. So your energy, your action. Okay, and then the nine, I was talking about something coming to an end. And here we had that Justice card right behind us. So we're talking about it right now. This is coming to an end now. So here we look at emotionally and physically what we are dealing with, all these battles that are going on right now, all these challenges, competition, trials, tribulations that we're tired from, we're stressed from. It's almost at an end. It's the one where we're telling you to sit back, take a breath, be reflective, regain your strength, focus your energy on healing. Tend to you right now. It'll be over soon. And as we said, that you're going to win. And even if that person thinks that they won the battle, you'll win the war we talked about last week. But this is saying that you will win in the end here. But you need to step back and just calm yourself, regain your strength, your emotions. You need to be in check. We talked about that with the balance too. Harmonizing, balancing. The inner conflict has to be rectified. When there's a battle going on within, whether it's an illness in our body, dis-ease, meaning we are not at ease and not calm. If it's external, with relationships of any sort, because it's a general reading. We could tie into anybody and everything. And if it's an event, if it's something that's emotionally draining you as well as physically draining you. So it's saying it's coming to an end for you. At this time, you need to regain your strength. It's time to step back. And I know with this energy, especially where Mars right now is with Venus and Jupiter and Virgo. So it's about softening the blow of Virgo with the analytical mind and the discernment, but still that responsibility and the hard work and dedication to it. And the Mars and the Venus, male, female, feminine and masculine energy coming together here with Jupiter expanding and growth. So it's something that is got a blending energy there for us to grow in. And this is in Sagittarius as well. So maybe emotionally we're growing from this. Maybe this is what we were talking about too last week with that Two of Wands. You know, that journey that at the end we go to the same place, but who do we meet along the road, which path we take. So this is that energy that we're feeling that we need to get in control of our emotions and rebuild our energy. And then here on top of that, which is what is crossing you, is the Emperor, which is another major arcana. Now the Aries is represented by the Emperor in the Tarot. He's got all of astrology around him. As you can see, he's got all of the zodiac tied around him. Here, you see all and zodiac actually in Greek means circle of animals. Now, this is what's crossing us. So this is something that will add to or deter from. So we're going to look at it in what was happening here is this soldier of fortune, okay, that's drained and weary of the battle. But look at the energy of the Emperor. Confident, strong. The Emperor rules. And then with this Aryan energy, this is that initiative, drive, taking on, you know, looking to win. And you see his hands, the way he's pointing below. And he has the scepter and the finger pointing as above, so below. This Emperor knows how to manifest things. Now, in the journey with the Fool, when the Fool does meet the Emperor, and the Emperor is that number 4, the Fool is 0. So that's us in the journey, is the Fool. And as he comes upon the Emperor, he sees him sitting on his throne, ordering people to and fro. And everyone's only too happy to do the Emperor's bidding. And they're running about, you know, and he's just taking control, giving out orders left and right. And everybody's listening to him. And the Fool is like, wow, how do you do this? And the Emperor tells him, well, you know, it's one thing to be strong and commanding and aggressive and powerful, that Aryan energy. But it's another thing to leave your emotion on the side and that you master yourself, you know, go within and take control of yourself, that confidence, that strength, that sure-footedness, that everyone will see that confidence. It's not boastful or arrogant. It's a confidence of feeling strong and knowing, you know, and making appropriate choices. So this energy here is talking about making appropriate choices and being victorious in the battle and being strong to lead. And after seeing this, now the Fool has learned so much, seeing, you know, as he takes that information and he goes away with it because he knows he needs to balance within himself, to center himself. Again, we're still talking about this balancing energy and taking control of himself. So with this card crossing this, we're saying the best outcome for you is after you're getting control of this self is this growth. The Emperor is this masterful energy to lead. And sometimes it's about just leading yourself as much as it is about leading others in a work situation, in a family situation, in school, whatever your business is. But in order to do that, you have to master yourself before you can lead others. Okay. Now what's in our foundation here? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and this is infinite possibilities with the aces. For me, this is a time frame, though. I always look at this as the winter solstice. So for us this year, starting between December 22nd through the vernal equinox in March 22nd, 2016. If we go in with a time frame there, but I'm saying with it starting and it's in your foundation, it's got something to do with either money for you that you've been trying to manifest in this last moon phase, improving your health, or doing better in school, or learning something new, working hard at something that you love, that you look to create. If you're in the health field, or a field of taking care of others, even people that like are cosmetologists, you make other people feel good, massage therapists, anything in the health industry, finances, the physical, manifesting anything that you want into your life, whether it's to do with money or any material goods. And for those of you that are working on your spirituality, grounding yourself, becoming stable. Because as you see with this pentacle, you see the flat at the top. You see how the point is pointed to the ground, so it's bringing whatever you wanted from above to below, into the physical, into the world. Okay, and there's the full moon. So we know that you were looking to culminate this. If you did your moon ritual on the new moon, you were looking to culminate this by the full moon that's coming on the 27th. So in this basis of the foundation, we're saying manifesting all the thing that we work very hard for, that we love, want, desire, coming to us now at this time of the full moon, reaping the benefits of it. And now what comes direct from Spirit as above is the Seven of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups, some people call it the Dreamer card. And this card is Venus and Scorpio. So you see we have the Scorpion energy tying in here. Okay, the moon card in Sagittarius still is water, relates to the sister energy of Scorpio. And now we have the Seven of Cups is Venus and Scorpio. And Venus is the goddess of love and beauty and is a great benefic. It's one of the planets that wants us to have all abundant blessings. She's a little dreamy too. So you might say she's illusionary with love and all these things that she wants. So this card is about the things that we dream about, we fantasize about. That great loving partner, to have a healthy loving relationship. Or if it's in the time of Scorpio, you know, just someone to get your freak on with, whatever floats your boat. I really have no judgments here, okay? Whatever you could fill the cups with those desires, it's the things that you're starting to, or have been dreaming of and wanting to bring into your life, as above, so below. And you see the cup. The cup is a vessel. Water takes on the form of anything that it's put into. If you would freeze water in whatever position it was in and break away everything else, you'd see it in that position in a different form. It transforms, and that is that Scorpion energy. It transforms, it transmutes, that alchemical process. So these cups are empty vessels that we could fill. Yes, the cards show them with something that's representative of something, but you fill the cups with whatever you want in your life. The number 7 to me is a mystical number also. And it ties into taking control of things. So you need to start to take control of what it is that you're looking to manifest in your life, to bring from above to below. Okay? Whatever it is. And the tying into the great emotions, that Scorpion beautiful energy, to manifesting into this life, that Tauran energy. Okay? The opposites in the wheel of the zodiac that suits so well together. Taurus is all about, like I said, what am I going to get? What can I have? You know, I want to get this. Scorpio is all about, what can I share with you? What can I give to you? What can I bring to you? Isn't that a beautiful balancing energy? And that's how it is along the whole wheel. So now here we're talking about with this. I had said it to you last week with making decisions. It's a beautiful quote, but I wanted to tell you because I roughly said it. In the eyes of the universe, no decision is still a decision. So it is far better to take an active part in your destiny. So yes, you want to fantasize, but take control. Try and hone in on one. And if you're like me, you're all over the place, hone in on 3 or 4. Because the universe doesn't really discern which is more important or another. It's your energy that you put into it. And everything you want is a dot to the universe. It doesn't matter if it's $1,000 to make the mortgage or $1 million. It's still a dot in the universe. So it's important to decide, am I not going to do anything right now and sit back and really think this through a little while longer? Or am I going to take my energy and focus on maybe one or two things or three things to bring into my life? And another quote that I wanted to say that ties into this, I think, is saying, because they call these people the dreamers. You know, we all need to be dreamers. If you don't dream, you can't create. If you don't create, how can you have this life? You're the co-creator of this life. You need to dream. You need to fantasize. You need to imagine the best. You know we're really good at imagining the worst. Well, I can imagine these most horrible outcomes, you know, like tragedies. I'd really rather my life be a happy ending. You know, so if your old ending sucked, and you could just recreate a new happy ending. You could rewrite the ending of your story to have a happily ever after. So this is a Jack Ducey quote. He said, "A life spent making mistakes, chasing our dreams, is not only more honorable, but far more important to our growth than a life spent doing nothing worthwhile." To me, that was very profound. You know, with the Emperor energy, we're talking about creation of the will, and it doesn't dwell in the ego, you know, here. So he's manifesting from above below. You know, he's getting his stuff together. He's going to win. He's going to get strong. He's going to manifest everything. Okay, it's time to bring everything into your life, and there's no feeling or emotion tied in there, like with this Libran energy here. We're at the Seven of Cups. We're talking about no decision is still a decision in the eyes of the universe, but it's far better to take an active part in your destiny. And then we're talking about this beautiful quote by Jack Ducey that's saying, you know, you could go in the humdrum of every day of your life and doing something just to get a paycheck or just because it's expected of you and not be happy. Or you can dream and try and try and do until you achieve. Like I said, the 5-year plan could take 10 years, but at least you're doing something worthwhile instead of living a life of emptiness. So hone in on this, make a choice, make a decision. I like the choice word because it's softer than decision, but again, hone in on one or two things. Try this. Hone into the things that you're most excited about when you think about it, that you feel fluttery about, that you feel like your eyes widen, you know, that you perk to attention. Those are the things that, you know, maybe you could follow your intuition that way if you don't know how to work your intuition. But looking at it as those are the things that really get me excited and perky or charged up or really get you going, those are the things that you need to focus your energy on and start creating that life for you. And instead of looking at it as a future, excuse me, look at it as a now. Living in the now, focusing that energy now, that you're doing this now, and be grateful for it. Be grateful for the life you have now, but imagining and seeing yourself fulfilling the dream that you have for what you want in the future, but that it's now, so that you can manifest this better. And the outcome, in the next 3 weeks to 3 months. But I'm going to say, since we're doing this as a monthly reading for this Sun in Scorpio, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Now, the 8 of Pentacles is the Sun in Virgo. Now, we know that the Sun is what we shine forth, what we see by the light of day, the things that we've got that clarity on, that epiphany, we know what we want. Virgo is hard work and dedicated service to others. Long-term plans. Long-term plans. Here we're seeing the 8 is taking command here with the 7. We're going 8 is movement, control. That assertive energy that you got, that lamnisket, you know? The 8, the infinity. It's that energy, and it's going forth quickly. This is working at something you love to do. And literally, I mean, you're working on making dollar bills, yo. It's like, see, he's making his own coin there. His own gold coin. This card talks about sometimes the card of the apprentice. So starting something new. Okay, so anyone who's watching this knows what they were working on manifesting or what they're trying to manifest. So if it's something like a love relationship, it's saying it's going to pay off for you. Just keep working hard at it. Keep putting your energy into this lovingly, okay? Because we always talk about this individual is lovingly creating what they want. Now, if it's improving your health, keep working at it. It's going to pay off. Maybe you're not seeing the results right now. See, it's all floating above you. We want to get it from above to below, right into your hands, your arms, your feeling, your being. If it's a new job, it feels like this is something you're going to be working at. Either you're going to school to learn something, or even if it's a vocation or trade that you're going to work on, or it's a class you're ordering that you something you did before that you're going to work on more, or it's just you found something new that you're excited and love to do that you really feel challenged. You don't even need an education for, but you're just going to train for a little bit, or you already have the training for, but you're actually going to put into use, but it feels like it's something new and starting new for you that you haven't done it either in a very long time, or you've never done it. You're going to start it now because this is a general reading, you know. If it's a relationship that you've been working on that was floundering, we were talking about that last week, and you're trying to put a little, pep back into it and excitement and whatnot, it feels like you keep working at this lovingly, even into the wee hours of the night, which is that Scorpion energy. They love that sexual energy, that they're excited about. So it's starting to pay off for you too. Now, if it is about creating more abundance in your life, financial abundance, or that new car, or the new house, the new apartment, a new wardrobe, whatever it is that you're looking for that's of the material world, it's saying it's going to start to pay off for you. It's starting to come back to you. You just keep working at it lovingly, putting your positive energy into manifesting this into your life. It's something you should start seeing very soon. This date for this time goes off at a different period, so I'm going to go within 3 weeks to 3 months on this, and it's going to tie in with this card. So maybe before the holidays, you're going to see something by Thanksgiving. Something is going to come to you. I would love to say by the 27th, which is that full moon, that we're going to start to reap the benefits of what we had planted the seeds for in the new moon. It could be a little further out for some of us, though, because maybe you hit some hiccups there, and maybe you weren't really, taking the knee and reflecting, and maybe you were getting beat up. There's just so much you could do. It's like those rock'em sock'em robots, and then they knock your block off. Or other times you're like that other thing that these, punching bag, and it would hit the floor and bounce back up. Boom, you get hit again, bounce back up. It depends on how resilient you were in this situation. How much did you apply what Spirit offered you last week to this, or even in the last month, what Spirit offered you? Like I said, we have free will. All right, we can do whatever we want. Spirit offers us the best outcome, but leaves us lovingly, because they love us unconditionally, to do whatever we decide. And they're always there for us. They've always got our back. So if this was something competitive for you, or challenging, or tribulation, I wished you always the best, that hopefully you were able to regain your strength and make the stand for yourself. And here, the Emperor, that you see that you have mastered yourself in this situation until the next situation arises. So the outcome looks good for us, too, that we work lovingly at it. And, like I said, you're literally making your own gold coin here. So whatever the gold coin represents to you, like in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka, whatever that gold coin is, the love of your life, a healthy body, mind, and soul, connection to Spirit, having a baby, the new house, selling the house, the car, the retirement, whatever it is, while I'm talking to you what the heck I'm talking about, because you know what it is that you want. This is the card that's saying start to take control of the situation, hone it in, work at it lovingly, and bring it from above to below into this material world. Wow. I hope this reading helps. We have this beautiful Sun and Scorpio energy. Now, Scorpio is represented in the zodiac today by the Scorpion. However, in the old days, and if you look at the cards of the Tarot with the World, they show the four corners have different animals there. Scorpio was once represented and is still looked at as the eagle and the phoenix, rising from the ashes, life, death, transformation, rebirth, generation. And also ties into Aries energy in the old days too. So I'm saying Spirit is right on point, as they always are. I love them. They love me. They love you unconditionally. They're always aware of what's going on, and they're always talking to us, trying to help us. I do wish that this will help you. I'm going to do my regular weekend reading anyway, and I'll do one for the full moon for us as well. So if you can, share my channel with other people that you know. Help us to grow. And even if you don't, thanks for tuning in and listening and subscribing. As always, I wish you the best, and I will talk to you in a few days. Bye.